Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Jemima Nicole. I just recorded a video but I ran out of storage, so I'm back. Hold on. Right now, I am currently in my bed chilling, recording off my iPad. Because my phone been tweaking, and yeah, it is 11:55. Well, 56 now, February 7th. I know y'all can't see the date because that just popped up, but February 7th. I really wanted to come and make a video to really explain to y'all the encounter that I have with God. To why life is like, life was like, now life is like, it's so like comforting here. Like the way I've been sleeping, like the way I've been reacting and responding, even if something hurts me, I dial it back in and I'm just like, okay. To the point where people are like, wait, are you still mad? I'm like, no, I'm not mad. They're like, oh, okay. So it's like, yeah. So on Saturday, I was on YouTube and I was looking at a video, and this girl, she's a Christian YouTuber, and she was saying how, like, she's just talking about, like, letting go of the past and how when you don't let go, it hinders you. And a lot of people know because I've been so vocal on my channel about like what I've been going through, which was like that really bad relationship around July, and then kind of getting in another situationship in like September, and then being sexually assaulted in September. A lot has transpired. Losing a friend in that same, just going through a lot of craziness and rough patches in my life within months. Like when I tell y'all, calamity of back to back to back. Y'all, it didn't ease up. Life did not ease up last year. The last few months, oh, were terrible. So I really, to be honest, I really was like dealing with depression very, very, very heavily. And I didn't even realize how bad it was until like the situations of everything. Like me losing a friend, the way that that relationship ended, the things that that boy did to me, the way the situation ended with that other boy that I was talking to, the way that I kind of got finessed and was sexually assaulted. Like it was a lot that was like playing in my brain. And a lot of this stuff I haven't like spoke upon to like my family, and honestly the stage of my life where I am, I can, but because I'm letting it go, I don't want to keep, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I was sitting on YouTube and this girl posted a video about letting go. And I remember like I was in the bathroom like crying my heart out, and it just was like so much that I had been holding on to that was just making me so angry. It was making me so silent. It was making me so cold. It was making me so distant. It was making me nonchalant. It was making me so many different things. And I'm like, God, I need to let this go. I, I, I have to like be free. Like I cannot live like this. Like when I tell y'all, life was like, it seemed almost if it was passing me by because I wasn't happy. Like I wasn't enjoying it. I wasn't in a space of like enjoying family, enjoying the people that were around me, enjoying the peace of life, like the blessings of life. Like I just was not, excuse me, enjoying it. And I'm just like, dang. Okay. So when I was sitting on the floor, I was in a bathroom, and I was just like on the floor praying. Like I knelt down on the bathroom floor, praying, like begging to God And I just remember I just started throwing up. Like, when I tell y'all throwing, I mean projectile vomiting everywhere. Like, I'm in the bathroom, I'm throwing up, I'm vomiting. And I just remember, like, everything just coming up. Like, every time I'm crying and praying, something is, like, being pulled up. When I'm telling y'all, I started warfaring. I started, like, praying, like even things from like childhood trauma that be trying to resurface, like mama issues that happened, like stuff as a kid, and I really feel like I had my mom. Daddy issues, and I feel like my dad was protecting me, like things that my grandparents did, things that other people in life had did to me, like when I was kids, like the trauma there, like the bullying, like just being in stuff when people who know me know I'm not that girl. Like, it was just so freaking much. It was so freaking much. And I'm just like on the floor and I'm talking to God and I'm like, God, please, like everything. Like, I need you to get all of this out of me. Like, this is not the way I want to live. Like, I want to let go. I want to be used by you. Like, I want to be changed. I want to walk into the promises that you have for me. But, like, how? And after, like, a good, I give it, like, 30, 45 minutes of, like, throwing up, I remember getting up. And I just looked at myself and I'm like, I look different. Like, I'm like, I look different. Like, I'm looking at myself like, I look different. And I'm just looking and I'm like, what's happening? Like, why do I look like it looked like a whole disposition in my face like had changed? Like, I didn't look heavy. I didn't look depressed. Like, I didn't look defeated. I didn't look sad. I didn't look like all those things, bro. And as I'm like kind of getting myself together, like I just started praying. And as I pray, like God starts to minister to me, and He does give me like instructions on what to do, how to do it, and how to move His way. And I just remember being like, okay. I was like, okay. But I remember my mom was like God ministered to me. I'm getting myself together. I come out the bathroom. My mom was like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "I just had an encounter with God." I'm like, "I just had an encounter with God." She's like, "Okay," and I think she's looking for like more information. But like, I felt like high. Like I know y'all could be like, "What?" But if you've never experienced like an encounter with God, after after the encounter, you feel like euphoric. It's not like yourself. It's not nothing that like you can't make that feeling up. Like when God come visit you, when God comes see about you, it's nothing that you can do. Literally. And that's for people who haven't had an encounter. Those are for my Christians who have. Like, it's just nothing that you can do. That's me being real. So, I just remember the rest of that night. Like, I'm just playing Todd Tribute. I love Todd Tribute. Let me tell you that. But the way I've been playing Todd Tribute since Saturday, like, that's the only thing that's been in my, like, mind. Like, so, like, wherever we went, like, out, I'm still, like, out of it. Like, but I'm out with my family. But I'm trying to get myself together. But I'm just in a whole nother world right now. So, I'm just like, okay. My mom like, well, you could like send the car. They went to the hair store. I went in with them, but I'm like not paying attention to them. I'm still like, God, like, God. Like, that's literally my brain. Like, God, I'm trying to fathom what just happened, like so fast, and like literally in a blink of literally listening to the video and like coming into surrenders to Him. Like I'm like I know what God can do. But in my mind, it's just like my mind is trying to catch up with what's happening in the spiritual realm, and it's just they're not on the same level. Like the spirit man knows, the mind is like slow. So I'm just like, okay. My mom like, well, we're gonna go back in the hair store. I'm like, I'm gonna send a card. We go to 7-Eleven. They like, oh, do you want anything? I'm like, no. My job, my eyes are like shut. Like at this point, I'm ready to lay down because I found peace in my life. That peace I was asking for, I found it. So I'm like, cool. So I just wound up like just sleeping good, sleeping in heaven. That brings us to Sunday. So Sunday at church was confirmation for Saturday. And I know, like, sometimes when you have encounter with guys in moments like that, I know sometimes the enemy is like very conniving and he'll try to perpetrate an encounter. He'll just try to come in to like steal and just try to come in and play games. And I knew this. So literally I just kept on saying like, I gotta go to church tomorrow. Like I gotta go to church tomorrow. I gotta go to church tomorrow. Like what I did here at home, I know the enemy is gunning. He wants to be on my hip. Like he's beating his feet behind me. Why? Because I just did something that he don't want. Like he wanted me to stay in bondage. He wanted me to stay in that place where it's so much anger, where it's so much bitterness, where it's so much hatred, and like where there's so much betrayal from people to me, where I feel like this and that, and where people have all these narratives that they're pushing out to everybody that they know about me, and it's like he wants me to give him that, and I knew that he was gonna come back looking for that, and I'm like, I just need to go to church because just go to church. Just go to church. So we want to go to church, and the message was literally about like let it go, like it was so freaking beautiful. I was in church crying the whole service. I was boohoo sobbing the whole service, and it was just like even then God ministered to me like this is confirmation. Like, and my pastor anointed us to just let go, like to not walk around like that, and that, bro, like I'm getting emotional, and not because I'm going back to that place, but because I know what God did for me last week, nobody could have done but him. Like I know that the enemy couldn't even perpetrate anything authentic like that because he's not authentic. So it was just crazy, and at the time, I was like just kind of getting into a rhythm of like talking to this boy, right? I could be real. We're gonna be real. This is a real space. At the time, I was talking to this boy, and me and him were on the phone Sunday. And while we're on the phone, he basically like admits that he linked with another girl. He's talking to. Me and him are on the phone. Freeze. Me and him are on the phone, but he's talking to a boy that he works with. And he's like telling the boy like, yeah, I linked with this girl yesterday. We just met. I'm gonna link her again when I get home. So the first thing I do, I just hung up the phone. And I asked him like, what you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And he explains like, oh, this, that, and the third. Yeah, I linked somebody. Da 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 da. It's not like that. So I'm just like, okay, cool. And that's literally all that's all we have to offer is like, okay, cool. And in that moment, I was hurt, and I did cry because I know this person. Like I know you. Well, what? And that's just what was in my head. Like what? And in that moment, I had two choices, and the two choices that I had was to let it go or to sit around and be hurt about it. And I cried my little tears, and I decided that I was just gonna let it go, and that's what I did. And after that, it really has not been anything that's like taunting me. Like, if anything, I'll say it, but like now I'm trolling with it because I don't care, and I just let it go. Like I just let it go because I didn't want to be back in that place. Like, oh, somebody hurt me. I'm never no. Like, oh, I don't trust. No, like I no. I really believe that I'm not going to let any of these men in this world stop me or stop my husband from finding me. I'm not gonna let no man stop my husband from finding me. I'm not gonna hide myself. I'm not gonna not love myself. I'm not gonna pour into myself. I'm not gonna settle for less anymore. I'm not doing the bare minimum. I'm not doing what I don't deserve. No. Who God has for me is for me. I'm gonna put myself in a position to where it works out. For my favor and for his favor. And that's really just has that's really just what it was. Like, um, even to the point where me and that boy had a conversation, it's like it's no love lost, but it's nothing we can do here. Like I can't give you another chance. Like I wish you the best, but I just out of respect for myself, just can't move like that. We just can't move like that. And I can't allow myself to allow men to treat me any type of way and then think like, oh, it's okay. Oh no, I'm still gonna take it. Oh, absolutely not. So yeah, that's really like where I've been in life, and it's been it's been crazy. It's been it's been really crazy because I just it hasn't been crazy, but it's been like very eye opening. And I remember I was just sitting in my bed. My job is sick in work. Oh, I've been sick all week, so I haven't really been at work at all. And I just was thinking like, dang, like I'm not going through nothing. Like I'm thinking I'm just sitting in my room and I'm telling God, like God, I'm not going through nothing. Like God, I'm not hurt. Like God, you're opening doors for me. Like y'all, I'm going back to college. Like I start school in the summer. Like why am I going to sit and settle in life when God is a God that is opening doors, when God is allowing me to see things clearer, when He's allowing people to expose themselves so they can get from around me? Because if it's not beneficial, it's no need for it to be around me. I don't want to be drained anymore. I don't want people around me that's just using me, that's just thinking I'm beneficial for them or whatever it is. I don't want that. So life has been great. I'm really not focused right now on a man um, at all. It's fun. It was it's fun. Um, what am I trying to say? It's fun when I do give people the chance. Like I love love. I love giving people the chance to prove, show me something, baby. But like realistically, I'm not looking for that. Um, I'm positioning myself a different way so that the blessings can flow, so that the favor can flow, so everything can flow. I'm positioning myself to God so that He can do what He needs to do in my life. And yeah, I just really had to just come share that with y'all because that was big. Like that was something for me that I had to go through and that I had to experience. And I want to let y'all know that it's okay to let go. It's okay to start over. It's okay to refine yourself. It's okay to love yourself. It's okay to get a new career. It's okay to go back to school. It's okay to find a new job. It's okay to put your heart and your craft into something. It's okay to find a hobby. Like it's okay to start over. Don't be stuck in reality and don't be stuck in a comfort zone for what you believe, because people make you like people make you think that you can't start over. You can start over. God allowed me to have a restart, a fresh start. God stripped me of everything that was like comforting to me because He knew that like I'm able to sleep without my stuffed animals. Clock it. I'm able to sleep with the TV off. Clock it. Like I sleep peaceful now. And a lot of things were just comfort. A lot of things I felt I needed to have because it protected me. It just made me feel safe. And I'm realizing that a lot of them things don't make you feel safe. So I just had to come share that with y'all that it's okay to let go and let God. And I don't live in a world that's unrealistic. I know who God is, and I know the power that God has, and I know that the power of life and death lies in the tongue. So what you speak, it shall be. If you continually speak that you're stressed, you're going to be stressed. You continually speak that